Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. In the previous video, we wrapped up Shu Amaguchi's story, which was pretty good. We didn't really get too much revelations from his final. It's kind of like, I guess we got confirmation that Miyuki Inaba is actually Tomo Kisarage from the previous loop or whatever, from wherever that Ida's from. And I guess we learned, like, when Shu was a baby, his future self, past self, whatever you want to call it, dropped him off at the Amaguchi place, so that's why he's at an Amaguchi. That's why he's an Amaguchi. So there's that, and then we kind of, like, we got the confirmation that, like, oh yeah, Ida is Shu. Like, if you saw Iori's story, you kind of, like, figured out, like, oh, somewhat about it with the whole universal control thing, although it was a little different here. We saw what happened to Shu after, you know, during Ryoko Shinimoe's story, you know, that we saw she shoot Ida after they came back, and Yuki was like, wait a minute, what happened to Shu? So hopefully we'll get to see, we'll probably see that in either, my guess is Yuki's story, or probably Ryoko's. Maybe not, but we do know that they come back because, first of all, Natsuno actually shows up there. So that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, that was the end of his. I mean, we kind of saw his dramatic summoning of his Sentinel when they went back in time. So I bet you we're going to see that in everyone's story. Although we kind of saw Yuki's during Gota's story, so I don't know about that. But anyway, yes, it is now time for us to do Sekigahara. So his is definitely, I think, a very interesting one because we know we've basically only seen him with his memories after. In everyone else's story, we've only seen him where he has his memories. We have never seen him without his memories in anyone's story. That's all been his story. I'm just so like, where, like, I think after this, it's like, is this Mira? Is all this happening with Mira, or some of this happening with Mira? Because this was the end of his story, not the last time, but the time before that. And then it was down here that we did the last time. So he found, yeah, so this is when he, like, met up with Natsuno and Takemiya, and then BJ showed him the log, and he knows that BJ is Mira. So I think, did Natsuno learn that BJ was Mira during this too? I honestly don't remember. So I'm really liking all the, you know, story that we're getting. We're getting pretty damn close to the end here, especially with, like, the Remembrance. Obviously, we'll wrap up Remembrance before we probably wrap up anything else. So, but yeah, there'll be no battle today, since we did a battle in the previous video. It's after, like, every two. So after Sekigahara, it's gonna be Yuki, which I'm super excited for that, because then we'll be able to do Natsuno. So we'll do Natsuno after Yuki. So after Sekigahara, we'll end the video, and then we will go to Yuki, do her ending, and then we will go to battle. So yeah, I'm super excited for this because, you know, this game's very good. Like, this game has been not good non-stop, in my opinion. The battle, like, once you get the hang of the battle, it's very fun, and I learned to love it a lot, especially when you've been, like, upgrading your Sentinels and shit. Like, holy crap, it gets so much fun. So I honestly can't wait to, you know, continue on with the battles, especially since at the end of the last video we upgraded the Sentinels quite a bit and such. So, all right, Sekigahara, let's see how your story ends. Because yours is a very interesting one indeed, sir. To Ida's location.
We'll get off here.
But the SIU building is still a little further ahead.
Well, you don't want to park in front of that thing, do you? Wait a minute. This happened after Ryoko shot Ida, so Ida should be dead. Well, you never know, so.
That's okay. This thing will stick out if we bring it too close.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll lead you the rest of the way. Let's go.
It's basically the nanomachine equivalent of a virus program.
Mm-hmm.
Except
the
it causes brain damage. The infected will
DD426.
ultimately lose their memories, or end up as husks of themselves. It's likely the cause of my memory loss.
Yes.
Found at the nurse's office where Chihiro Morimura worked. The label matches the one on the bottle I had.
That's another thing. Will we learn if he actually did kill Morimura? Because remember during Iori's story, when Iori and A confronted Morimura about like, hey, what have you been doing to Iori? When Iori ran away, we saw baby Chihiro listen in, which I still find so fucking weird that no one saw the baby, especially A and Iori, since, you know, they were the ones looking at her. Like, they were looking where she was standing. She wasn't really hidden. She was, like, standing right in front of a water spout thingy-mabobber. So I was like, okay, why did no one mention the child? Oh, if it's not on screen, they don't see anything. So my guess is, like, could she have actually been the one to kill Teacher Morimura? That could be the case.
C0204.
Nanomachine C0204.
The medical records of 3 Sakura High School students. Shu Amiguchi, Juro Izumi, and Ryoko Shinonome.
We know why... Well, Ryoko... I was about to say, we know why 2 of them have it. It's because of the whole memory thing. But I was, like, wondering why Ryoko... But it's like, oh, well, Ryoko has the same disease that Sekigahara has.
Administered a pill called NM.
Nanomachines.
You
Nanomachines, son!
In order to protect Natsuno Minami, she had no choice but to cooperate with the SIU. She says she knows who issues orders to the black suits. Apparently, it's Ida.
Who should be dead if this is happening after the fact.
Chihiro Morimura's objective. One with great implications. Especially for those from another world, like me. If Operation Aegis succeeds, we'll never be able to leave this world.
No, but why does it matter? Because your world is destroyed.
Iori Fuyusaka.
And technically, he makes it sound like it's parallel worlds, but it's not. You're all in different sectors. It's still. I hope we get a little more of a clearing of all that about like the whole like why is it so important that we beat the kaijus in these sectors? What happens after we beat the kaijus? It's like there's only this 30 kilometers thing of a city, so what the fuck happens afterwards?
Despite having lost my memories, she continues to help me with an open heart.
Because she loves you.
I'm not sure how to reciprocate.
You love her too.
I gathered some information from Natsuno's unit, and I came across some interesting details.
Go ahead.
Apparently, I had accepted a particular job.
Oh yeah, with
To
Ida.
assassinate Chihiro Morimura.
Yeah.
A gun from the underground facility in the future.
Rolling out my gun.
The android was using it.
Alright, we're good.
Let's head to the top of this overpass. We can get a good view of the SIU building from up there.
I'd rather not, but okay.
Wanna go check it out?
Yeah.
Can't show people walking upstairs like that. I like the way how A walks.
Which one's the SIU building?
See that over there? It's the building next to the police station.
Wow, that's so fucking helpful. My guess is the middle one. That's so fucking helpful. I wish they like could label them.
Which floor?
Top.
Of course.
Got it. I'll take it from here. You're staying behind.
Like hell I am.
I knew she was gonna say that.
All you're gonna do is slow me down.
Hell yeah.
Unless you want to take a straight bullet to the head. But I don't think you do.
Hang on a second.
Doo-doo-doo. What?
Someone's sending out orders to me in the black suits.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who though. But the orders are coming from the SIU building.
Yeah.
I thought you said it was Ida.
He's
dead.
dead. I'm pretty sure Shinonome shot him.
I suppose I'll find out when I get there.
Maybe he's a brain in a jar. Well, that's the thing.
Come in.
Shut up, Ida. I know you're fucking Ida. That guy is fucking Ida. My guess is because that Tatsuya Ida was like Chihiro. Did Chihiro Morimura mention what happens if they get shot? It's not like they actually die, right? Because they're technically illusions. They're not humans. And I'm pretty sure that's the same situation with Ida here. So, alright, what do you want?
I know you're there.
I'm answering. What?
So you came.
Hi, Ida, you fuck.
You've been using the drone to monitor us, haven't you?
I'm nothing if not thorough. It might interest you to know that I have a guest with me. Miss Iori
I knew it.
Fukusaka. Now then, why don't you come by so we can talk? And hurry. I'd like to give you a proper welcome.
Go to SIU. Alright, Ida, what the fuck you up to, you bastard? Oh, shit.
What the?
What the fuck? Oh.
Drop the gun. Now.
An outdated transceiver for communication purposes. It has a very limited range.
Don't do anything rash. One wrong move and I'll blow her head off.
I mean, Ida did shoot, or Shinonome shot Ida with, that was from stun to kill, and it didn't look like it actually like hurt him. It looked like it was the it looked like it was the stun shot, but
That voice. So you're Ida. That explains how you survived being shot.
ah, okay.
You were an android this whole time.
That's not true. I did die. I simply copied my memories onto this android,
Fucker.
just in case something were to happen to me.
Wanna explain how or when or what?
You plan to perform another loop as an android?
Don't be a fool. I've already saved my data to the evacuation area.
Sector 0.
So you're having the android do the dirty work.
When it comes to making sure I end up in the next world, there's no one I trust to get the job done more than me.
I mean, I guess that's true. I mean, what's the saying is I mean, there is a saying, right, about the whole if you want something right, do it yourself. There it is. That's what I thought. It was way more. I thought it was a way more complicated one than that. Nope, it's just as simple. If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. So, all right.
Release Fuyusaka. She has nothing to do with this.
No. If anything, her existence poses a threat. And as it turns out, you have no intention of keeping our promise.
What promise?
You know I lost my memories. How do you expect me to keep a promise I don't remember?
Perhaps this will ring a bell.
So, how'd it all go? Taking care of anyone standing in your way, I hope. Well, you can relax. Ryoko and I did what we needed on our end. We've already backed up your data. Next time when the world resets, you'll still have your memories intact.
Is that for Ida or is that for Miura?
There's only one thing left for you to do. Obey Tetsuya Ida's orders. Keep up the good work.
Shut the fuck up, you.
Sounds like a real moron.
Yeah, you're right.
He clearly has no clue what's going on.
I see I'm left with no other choice. I'd long anticipated your betrayal.
What exactly was the was that the promise that you were talking about, or was there another promise? Because oh hey, at least the guy behind me is alive. He's breathing. Oh, and the guy in the back is too.
Besides, it's already too late. No matter what you do, this is the end for you. Once we arrive in the next world, I promise to take very good care of you all.
Yeah, no, I think I said this from, like, not from the beginning, but, like, basically once I learned about Ida, and I think it was more so confirmed once I learned, like, his whole purpose for doing this was fucking because of, what's her fucking name? Kisaragi from his timeline is, like, he doesn't give a shit about anyone, but as long as Kisaragi survives, that's all he cares about. Yeah, so he would, like, kill everyone as long as she survives. He'd do anything. I was like, yeah, no, you're kind of the villain in this game, even though there hasn't really been technically a villain. There's been antagonists, but there hasn't really been a villain. I mean, you have Okino, who accidentally caused the apocalypse type thing because of him using a shortcut with the Kaiju Daimos game thing, so that's what brought about the Kaiju. And then you have, you know, whatever went on about that Project Arc thing in 2188. Like, we're still a little bit fuzzy about some of those details, about, like, how shit really hit the fan there and such. But then you had Morimura, who was, like, somewhat of a villain, but not really a villain once she, like, realized some shit. But she was kind of villain. She's like, no, we gotta give fucking Juro his murderous intent. But then Tamao was like, how about we don't do that? And then, you know, Shiba came about, who ended up being Izumi from 2188, which I don't know if that was the intent, was having Izumi from 2188, but whatever. So, but Ida has always been a fucking jackass. Ida has always been a jackass. He's never had a good part of him. Like, okay, you can argue that, like, you know, back after the world got destroyed and it was with Kisaragi and Ida when they were younger, and it's like, oh, you know, him being flirtatious, like, oh, I was always a big fan of you and such. But that's kind of like the, God, what's the word I'm looking for with this? That was really more so about, like, a stalkerish thing in a way. He's like, he was one of those crazy fans, like, oh, I love you and no one else can ever have you type thing. So, yeah, no, he was always a fucking asshole. He's never been good.
Now you can die in this world with nothing to fear.
Yeah, no.
No! Out of my way. Relax. You get to die first, Sekigahara, so you don't have to watch.
Morimura. She abandoned the idea of starting over again. And she became obsessed with Operation Aegis. Don't you want to know why?
What a pathetic attempt to cling on to your miserable life.
Nah.
What could you possibly know about Morimura's motives?
About Izumi?
You don't even remember who you are.
Actually, it wasn't Izumi, right? It was like... memories.
Oh, I remember clearly.
Why are you still holding that device?
I received Miura back in Sector 3. You're the one who gave him to me. And I remember recording the footage you just played, too. I made sure to back up all my memories. Now I remember everything.
Ooh, here we go. Let's remember everything, because, yeah, they backed up the oh, fuck. Here we go. So was it actually going to end up being Ida that killed Morimura, or who? We're going to find out who actually killed Morimura here. So, I forgot. Yeah, he backed up his own memories.
Are you okay?
No.
This is bad. There's nowhere to run.
The black suits are monitoring major streets.
We're completely surrounded.
We can utilize Operation Aegis to protect this world. If we do, we'll be able to survive even if we fail. Though we won't have much of a world left.
That's true.
I don't have much time left. That's why I left myself a message. I'll be able to check it using the message service. Oral NM C0204 is printed on the label.
So that, I have a
The
feeling.
bottle's made of plastic. There's nothing inside.
No more pills. I have a feeling like, so yeah, he left himself that cryptic note, but like, where's everything else? Like, where's that envelope that said kill Morimura if, or capture Morimura, or kill if not possible?
You look like you're getting worse.
Yeah, I'm not feeling
Have
that
you
great,
taken your
Morimura.
pills?
I have no pills left.
I'm all out. They weren't even helping anyway. There's nothing I can do. I don't know how much longer I can deal with this. After I lose my memories, I imagine I'll come to you for help. When that time comes, give this to me.
What are these
Oh,
numbers?
right, she was holding that.
They're for the message service. I used the one from this era.
So, he expected that he would go to Morimura for help, but she's dead. Oh, shit. So, yeah, A did not kill her. He doesn't even have the phaser on him, so...
Understood.
So it probably was the black
If we
suits
use
or
the
someone.
Aegis system, all the terminals will be sealed. Then the city will be cut off from universal control.
Yeah, the city, the sector will be caught from universal control. So then what the fuck happens after? You can never leave the city. Will days advance normally? Will time flow normal or what?
There won't be any hope of restoring order at that point. That's why everyone disappears. We need to keep at least some of the terminals open.
We can't. The enemy will target any open terminals.
Then what? We give up on this world and try again next time?
I'm afraid that isn't an option either. There won't be a next time.
Is it because all the other sectors are already fucked or why? You want to tell me
I
why?
had a look at the logs from 2188.
Okay.
I've discovered a way to link to the satellite.
Satellite?
Satellite.
It's not from this world. There's a satellite orbiting the real world.
Yes. Okay, so there's a real world out there in 2188 or even like 3000 or whatever it is.
From it, I learned more about the mechanics of this world. And it turns out we don't get as many tries as we want.
You only had 5,
The
right?
stability of this area is at its breaking point.
Okay.
We can't fail again. If we do, the entire facility will be reset. And Sector 0 will be lost.
Okay, I was about to say, isn't that somewhat a good thing? Because I mean, granted, it's basically be repeating the whole process. Would be like in an endless loop. But then she said Sector 0 will be lost, and that means everyone's memories will be lost. So it's like, ah, that's fucked.
Everything will crumble apart.
Till we collapse.
That includes Sector 0.
Alright, you want to give me some more details of Sector 0?
What's Sector 0?
Yes, please, tell me.
I know I've heard of it before.
I have a feeling after we wrap up his story, that will be one of the logs things that we'll
Seems
get.
like your symptoms are becoming more severe.
Yeah, you think?
All right, listen well.
Okay.
As you know, there are 5 different sectors. However, there exists one more unique sector. It doesn't take up any space, and there's no interior to see. That's Sector 0. It's an evacuation site that's unaffected by loops. Normally, you can send your data there using the shifter. That's what allows you to continue if the world resets.
That's right. Ida did say that was the way to escape to the next world.
Yes, but this time, Sector 0 will cease to exist as well. We won't be able to loop again. This is our last chance.
So without Sector 0, the world won't be recreated?
If the Aegis system is activated, yes. We'll still be here. Though we'll be left behind in a world of chaos.
If what you're saying is true, why keep it all a secret?
Because
Morimura.
If what you're saying is true, why keep it all a secret?
Because...
Logs.
Sekigahara-kun.
Tell me, why did you erase the logs?
Because I had to. I couldn't let anyone find out about them. There's quite a lot that transpires in 2188.
Yeah, I bet.
It's a very different place. Do you want to know what happens?
A flashback within a flashback. Okay, yes.
Hey, Sekigahara.
Morimura.
I've already done my research on you. You're the one who was hired to kill me. In case you couldn't tell, there isn't much left of humanity. Just the 10 people in this little colony.
I was about to say there's probably not that many. So 10 people on the colony. So that includes these two. Probably Yuki, I almost said Yukari. Yuki, Mira, Natsuno, Okino, Takatoshi. Unless this is after that whole shootout thing, then all those other guys died.
It's a bit fruitless to kill for money at this point. Don't you think?
I've done my research on you as well. And I'm very thorough when I research my targets. There's nothing you can hide from me.
How menacing of you.
How menacing of
Intimidate
you.
me all you want, but you're not leaving that room.
Professor Chihiro Morimura. In order to raise research funds for Project ARC, you partnered with several questionable organizations. You then sold nanotechnology on the black market.
Dirty.
And that's the source of the infection on the surface.
I didn't intend for any of this to happen.
Your voice is trembling. Can't say I blame you.
No one will believe a word you say.
Oh, I don't plan on telling anyone. This is for me. I never want to forget this moment. The moment humanity's traitor stares death in the face.
What was that?
He
That was
just.
the bomb I planted.
I was about to say he basically said fuck this and killed everyone.
Power generator? Are you insane?
Listen, I don't really give a shit anymore. Like you said, humanity is lost,
We
so
have to repair it right away. We'll lose life support if we don't.
is this the cause of the shootout? Was this?
When I take a job, I finish it.
It can't be. The lock to your room's been disengaged.
Just hang tight, Professor. I'll be seeing you soon.
Lovely. My guess is that happened before after Takatoshi.
Humanity was wiped out by the nanomachine infection.
My guess is that happened after. My guess is that happened after Izumi went after Megumi and after Ida left the message for Goto. We'll see.
It was all my fault.
Yeah. See, okay. See, Morimura, she's somewhat the same as Okino. So Okino caused the kaijus to appear here. And Morimura caused the nanomachine infestation. But they didn't mean to cause it. They had good intentions when they did that. Like, obviously, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Okay? I think I've said that a couple of times during this playthrough. It's like, okay, yeah, you meant good, but in the end, it led you to hell. It led you to hell. Led you to the end of the world. Led you to the end of the sectors with these kaijus. So, yeah, y'all kind of fucked up. But Ida has always fucked up. He never had good intentions. He had selfish intentions. And those always make you into an asshole. Not always. I don't want to say always, but, like, depending on what they are. His definitely made him his asshole. Like, I don't, he was like, I don't care about anything. I want her to survive so she can be with me. Be with me.
Sekigahara-kun.
I'm kind of tripping
bad
balls
shape.
here.
At this
I
rate-
knew it! I fucking knew it! It was baby Chihiro!
Huh? Are you lost, little girl? What are you doing alone in a place like this?
I won't
I
hesitate,
guess it makes
bitch.
sense that you don't remember me. I was just a baby when we last saw each other, after all. There's only need for one Chihiro Morimura.
You're...
And that's me.
Morimura said quite a bit before she died.
I'm still holding the communicator. I don't know if that's supposed to be happening or not. If I, like, went too fast by holding the communicator and then went to the memories. So, I think I called that as soon as I saw Fuyasaka's ending. It was like, oh, baby Chihiro killed her. But here's the thing. I'm trying to remember. That Chihiro, baby Chihiro, only has the memories as the professor from 2188, but wouldn't she also feel somewhat remorseful? Because this one, I guess, has all the memories. It has the memories from 2188 and has the memories from the first loop and after the second loop too. Because we're after the second loop. This is after second loop. So I'm trying to piece together that. That's what I'm trying to piece together. Is like, how are they so different? How is that Morimura different than the baby Morimura? Is it because baby Morimura only has the memories of 2188, but shouldn't she feel remorseful unless it was before she felt remorseful? I don't know. I don't know. I have a feeling we'll learn more about that in Gota's story.
If you're going to lie, at least put some effort into it. No matter. I'll simply ask Miss Fuyusaka here what she knows. After I finished you off, of course.
She won't know shit.
I expected so much more from you, Sekigahara. In the end, you turned out to be nothing but a coward.
Sector 0. That's where you backed up your data, right? A good precaution, but that isn't gonna save you. Morimura gained access to the satellite of the real world. That's where she learned about the next reset.
Where shit will break.
And that it's going to be different from any other.
Satellite of the real world.
It's not just this world at stake anymore. If we fail to defeat the kaiju again, the real world will be impacted as well. That includes the facility that sends us back there.
Universal
When the
control.
facility itself is recreated, there won't be a Sector 0 anymore. Whether we go with Operation Aegis or not, there won't be a next time.
So we have to go with Operation Aegis.
And no one will be able to loop again.
Haha, fuck you, asshole.
Satellite. Tell me, is this what you meant? It can't be.
Yeah. Wha-bam! Please shoot him in the head. Shoot him to kill, damn it. Do-do-do-do-do. Shoot to kill! Bang, 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 bang!
Hey, are you alright?
So that, oh, okay, so I was like, okay, let me control my, let me gather my thoughts here. So, remember at the end of Shu's story, Kisarage, aka Inaba, was going to mention something about, like, wait a minute, hold on, there's something I gotta tell you, but you won't believe me anyway, and he's like, no, I won't, and then said, fuck you, and then muted her. So now he's like, oh, shit, was that what you were going to tell me? It was like, because she probably learned that truth, because she's on the satellite in the real world. That's probably where she's located. She's on that satellite in the real world. So she has all that information as well now that Morimura had. Hey, you alright, baby cakes? Let me take you on this table.
guess you're okay.
I love that every time she's like down like that, because I was honestly like, I'll be honest, I never looked around. I was like, why does she always do this? Like, oh, you can see her panties. I mean, granted, that's probably like, in retrospect, that makes the most sense. It's like, oh, that makes the most sense why she does that is because, oh, her panties are kind of exposed. But yeah, no, they are. Hi.
Fuyusaka.
I love you.
Ei-kun,
I love you.
is it over?
Well, for now.
My past is. But as for our future, for our survival,
We want to do it together.
this is only the beginning.
I feel so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor.
Do you think, maybe
Can we get some crepes,
this
please?
is the beginning of something else too?
This could be the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now looking in your eyes, I feel in my heart the start of something new. High School Musical, baby.
Yeah.
Ah, ships getting confirmed in every video here, ladies and gentlemen. All my ships have been confirmed except for the one that was made like 5 parts ago with Ryoko and Gota.
I think it is.
Kiss. God fucking damn it. I want to see some kissing, motherfuckers. Let me guess, day of the final battle? Yeah, here we go. It's time for Ei-kun to summon his Sentinel. Actually, that's another thing. We never learned how he got his new Sentinel, though. Is that 13? I think that's 13.
15.
Oh, no, that's 15.
Fuyusaka's the one piloting it.
So you gave it to her.
She's always so sincere in her actions. And that's Sentinel number 17 behind her.
Who is Natsuno.
I'm seeing second, even third generation Sentinels. 12 in total.
Oh,
That bastard.
oh, fucking hell. These Saints are so fucking good. Because he sees all 12 Sentinels and he's the third, well, he's not number 13, but like he's the 13th one to activate it. Oh, god damn it. This is so good.
He's gathered quite a few participants for his game.
Fucking easy.
That enhanced first gen model. It must be Sentinel number 11.
Which is his, right? No, 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 his is 12.
Guess I'll give it a shot.
Guess I'll give it a shot. On the neck. God, I think Juro and A have the fucking best ones when it comes to activating their Sentinels. So I'll give it a shot. 6 events. Yeah, no, we got a lot of events for that. Okay. Alright, good. In order to raise funds, 2188 Morimura sold nanomachine technology on the black market, which led to the infection on the surface and the end of humanity. Way to go, a-hole! When the kaiju appear in 1985, Sekigahara rides his motorcycle to the battlefield where the 12 Sentinels are gathered and activates the enhanced first-gen model Sentinel number 11. Okay, so he is 11. See, I was trying to remember the order because, like, I know for sure Ogata is in 10, but I thought Hijiyama was after Ogata, so that would make him 11 because you can't have anything higher. You can't. They're not 13 or higher because that's 13 is the start of second gen, and Juro is in 13. So you have 10, so 11 and 12, and I thought Hijiyama was the next one, so he was 11. So yeah, no, I always get those two mixed up. I got those two mixed up. The assassin Sekigahara was trapped in a room by Morimura while infiltrating Sector 4, but managed to escape by setting off a bomb at the power generator. He then seeks out Morimura to finish her off herself. I wonder if we'll see that scene. Probably not. This fucking child. She was responsible for the murder of Miss Morimura. Yeah, okay. I get it. Morimura learns from in 2188 log that the 2188 Morimura is responsible for the end of humanity. Fearing that the others will discover the truth, she discreetly deletes the log. Moreover, when Morimura links up to the artificial satellite in orbit, she finds out that the satellite of the facility, which is responsible for maintaining the world, is at its breaking point. She then decides to set Operation Aegis into motion to completely wipe out the kaiju, even if it means stranding them all in a dead world. Okay. Okay. So, I'm trying to think things here. Let me try to. So, Mira discovers those logs, right? The BJ Mira probably discovered those logs, right? And that's like somewhat probably what we'll learn at some point during Natsuno's story, most likely. And it was during those logs where it's like, yeah, no, shit was fucked, you know. He saved his consciousness in Sector 0 to prepare for the next loop. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's fucking... Give me Sector 0. I want a Sector 0 section. When all self-defense systems within the sector are activated, the city will be cut off from universal control, which results in chaos and the disappearance of all residents. Okay. So... that's not what happens in all the other sectors, though. I mean, we know that the citizens disappear, but... do all the citizens that aren't compatible, aka the Sentinel drivers, are they the ones that don't disappear? So then what happens to them, I guess? I guess that's something we'll have to find out in the end. When all the self-defense systems of the terminal are activated, everyone in the city will disappear. Yeah, okay. I want a Sector 0. The headquarters of the Special Investigation Unit is located at the top floor of the building next to the IO police station. Yeah, don't fucking check. Fucking doesn't help to say which one is what. This is where Project Arc began for the sake of continuing... ah, there's Sector 0. Good. This is where Project Arc began for the sake of continuing the human species, but it is also the source of the nanomachine infection that wiped out humanity. In 2188, a Sekigahara infiltrated Sector 4 and set off a bomb on its power generator in order to assassinate Morimura. An artificial satellite that orbits around a planet. After looking at the 2188 logs and figuring out a way to link to the satellite in orbit, Morimura learned about the facility. Morimura states that the artificial satellite is orbiting the real world. So is that like going to be some way... okay. This is where the automated facility in Sector 1 is pulling the blueprint data for the Deimos from. Okay. So is she trying to... maybe like when Operation Aegis ends, the citizens, aka... the citizens aren't real, I think is what's going on here. Like, everyone is a part of universal control. Like, they're all illusions by universal control. They're not human. The only ones that are technically humans are the compatible. Are the 13 and Okino, maybe. Okino may be human, too, because he drives a Sentinel. Maybe the people who only drive Sentinels are what's real. Unless they do the loop. Like, you know, and then... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like that's what getting shot with the magical gun gave him. It was like, oh shit, now you're like kind of human because you got the nanomachines. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like, will they disappear or will they like be left behind once Operation Aegis is fulfilled? Will they stay behind or will they disappear too, but they will go somewhere else? Unlike the other 5 sectors, this one is unique as it doesn't take up any space. Since it's unaffected by loops, Morimura and Tetsuya Ida use it as an evacuation site where they store their own data. A facility that houses the entire world, its stability is reaching its breaking point. Once Sector 4, 1985 gets taken over by kaiju, the facility will reset, preventing any further loops. If this were to occur, the reset would wipe all data, including any memory stored in Sector 0. The lives that everyone has experienced through time would cease to exist for good. Okay. So here, you know what, before I like put in more things, I'm going to see if there's any more. I don't think so. Oh no, cryptic note. These were the numbers for the message service in 1985, which Sekigahara entrusted to Morimura before he lost his memories. Tetsuya Ida was the one who instructed Sekigahara to kill Morimura. Yes, but that envelope wasn't there though. I don't know. Let's go back to that facility. Okay, so So I have a feeling it's like, regardless if Operation Aegis succeeds or if it fails or if they didn't do it at all, the facility is going to break, I think is what we're learning here. So it's like, but in order for them to survive, they have to beat the Dynamos and have Operation Aegis succeed. And in order for that to happen, they have to close all the terminals. Now, they could still survive too if, say, one of the terminals does get taken over by Kaiju. It wouldn't be ideal, but it would suck. So, but that would make it break more, and maybe they would have a less chance of survival than they do if they succeed. And obviously, if they loop, everything just gets fucked up anyway. So, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's still some information that we need to be getting from this that we haven't been getting yet. Although we're getting very, very close to it. But we need to know more. And I have a feeling, hopefully some of these questions get answered. And granted, they have been doing a great job for that, so I can't really complain too much about it. About like, oh yeah, no, this is like, they have been answering a lot of questions, but also in the process have been giving me more questions. Which is somewhat good. I just hope, you know, and they've been doing a good job. They've been wrapping it all up nicely in a bow so far. So I have no doubt in my mind that they will continue to do that. Okay, yep. So she who destroyed mankind. So this does happen here. So then something must happen here that's still in 2188. Satellite orbit. Okay, so this is the first time we've had that, right? I don't think we've had this before. Oh, I was about to say, wait, what? 87? No, the 7-8. Dummy. Okay. So now we're also going to learn how Morimura died, which will probably be before he awakens. But was there another flashback scene that we got beforehand? No, I don't think so. So I think everything that we just learned was down there. And there were 6 of these, if I remember correctly. So that was 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these crime enacted, etched in history. Okay. And that happened after he gave Uyasaki his Sentinel. Okay. So we now learned what happened to her. So that's 3, 4, 5, and then 6. The last piece. Sekigahara arrives near, sees that 12 Sentinels have arrived or have been deployed. Unit. Yeah, when did he get that unit? How did he get that unit? You know, let's look at like everyone's stories here. Okay. So he still has 1 spot left before shit that happens after the final battle. So he still has 1 thing left, which happens after. I don't know Ishiba and Deja Vu. So my guess is this could be a Kisarage? I don't know. But he still has 1 event left before everything after the final battle. She has at least 1 event too, which is not which probably happens when she's passed out, and that's probably going to be a Goto situation, or it could be a Sekigahara situation too. We don't know. And then she has whatever happens after her here. But then that should be all. Yep, that's all of them. Then final battle happens. Megumi has 1, which is where she probably shoots not Ogata. Yeah, Ogata. She shoots Ogata. And then it's final battle. Sekigahara has at least 1. He has 2 after. So he has to see what happens after the mission gets failed. Maybe this is like where he actually gets shot. I don't know. And then everything else should. And then oh wow, he only has 1 spot after. Okay. So he definitely has the least amount left. We still have Gota to do. Still have Natsuno. Still have you. Still have you. Still have you. Still have you. Amaguchi. He probably has a few. Yeah, I was about to say he'll have this, and then everything's after. So he has 1 left before the final battle. I think him and Sekigahara have the least amount left, and then everyone else we still have to beat. Okay. Woo! Alrighty, this is getting very good, guys, and we learned a lot during Sekigahara's story here, so that's pretty damn good in my opinion. We learned a lot in Sekigahara's story. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it for this part of Let's Play 13 Sentinels. In the next part, guys, it's time to do Yuki Takamiya. And then we'll do a battle, and then Natsuno afterwards, which I'm excited to learn about Natsuno. That's probably when we'll learn them getting back to the present, or not the present, to Sector 4 with Shu and those 2 black suits. So, I don't know. It's very interesting. How many characters do we have cleared now? 5? Let's see. We have Juro, Iori, Megumi, Shu, and A. Yeah, we have 5. We have 5 characters complete so far. We have 5 of the characters completed. As a matter of fact, that's like almost our entire prologue team. The only ones we don't have complete out of the prologue team are Natsuno and Takatoshi. Did they really have 7 in the prologue? I guess. Because yeah, the last person we had in the prologue was Sekigahara. So. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this, guys. We're getting very close to the end. I wonder what else we'll learn in this. Actually, I think she had something. Yeah. So she'll actually be following this, and this is probably what's going to lead her to. Now, does this happen after the events with? Is her things going to happen after the? I'll talk about that in the next part. So, but anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click. Comment down below what you liked about the video, didn't like about the video. Let me know what you guys think of, we finally learned who killed Morimura, Teacher Morimura. It was baby Dr. Morimura. We learned how she was the cause of the nanomachine infection, which is fine. We learned a little bit more about Sector 0, which is good. That's what I wanted. And about Ida, we learned a little about that. We got the ship to be 100% confirmed again with Iori and Sekigahara. I think, go back to, like, I think the first episode I did after the prologues. I was like, okay, these guys are a ship between Juro and Megumi. And I think that's also when I shipped Iori and Sekigahara either in their prologue or like the next time I played as one of them. So I'm pretty sure every single ship I've made has been like confirmed so far. Maybe in Yuki's here it will 100% confirm Shu and her, because during Shu's he said I loved Yuki, so it's like, yeah. I can't wait. But yeah, I can't wait. And so yeah, let me know what you guys think about like all the stuff that we learned, about Sector 0, Morimura's, everything. We got some good stuff. I'd say it was a little more meat for that one than the Shu ending, but it's still good. They're still good. All the endings have been great so far. God damn that. The scenes when they summon their Sentinels during the final battle always gets me. It's like, oh, fuck. So yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RBG Kingdom Kid Twitter, are in there, too. I'll thank you all so much for watching once again. I'll see you all next time.